increase and proper administration of funds allocated to social safety net programs. By providing subsidized inputs and grants and soft loans to farmers, by consolidating on the current road and waterways infrastructural development across the state, by prioritizing massive construction of rural amenities and community-based infrastructure, by consolidating the ongoing river path channelization and encouraging reforestation and tree planting system across the state, by setting up achievable key performance indicators for all sectors of the state and making available resources and enabling environment needed to achieve them, by ensuring efficient public financial management through timely and effective prioritization to achieve development goals, by increasing essential support to security agencies for crime prevention and control, and lastly, by reducing the state's current expenditure or cost of governance in order to mop up funds for capital projects. The 2024 revenue projection. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, a lot of efforts are being put into shoring up the state's revenue. This notwithstanding, as of today, the bulk of our revenue still comes from the Federation accounts. However, if the current drive by all our revenue generation agencies, spearheaded by the Ondo State Internal Revenue Service, is sustained, we will be able to attain our desired level of internal revenue generation. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, the projected revenue for year 2024 is largely a function of some major micro or macro economic fundamentals contained in the 2024 to 2026 medium-term expenditure framework and the fiscal strategy paper earlier passed by this honorable House. The assumptions and fundamentals are as follows. 1. National inflation in 2023, 17.16%, in 2021, 21.40%, 2025, 20.36%, from 30%, and 2026 is assumed to be the national gross domestic product growth rate. 2023 was 3.75%. 2024 we estimate to be 3.76%. 2025 4.22%, and in 2026 an increase to 4.78%. Oil price benchmark for 2023 is estimated to be $75 per barrel, 2024 by $74, 2025 by $73.80, and 2026 $69.9. Oil production benchmark 1.720 in 2023, 1.7300 in 2024, 1.6700 in 2025, and 1.5800 in 2026. Nigerian naira against US dollar exchange rate benchmark. (2023) 435.57, 2024 700 naira to dollar, in 2025 700 naira to dollar, in 2026 700 naira to dollar. In view of the above fundamentals, coupled with the removal of first subsidy, which is expected to translate into more revenue from FAC to our state, a total budget of 384 billion 533 million naira only is being proposed for the 2024 fiscal year. The breakdown of the revenue is as follows. Statutory allocations: 45 billion 367 million 453,580 naira. Independent revenue: 33 billion 39 million 332,950 naira. Value added tax (VAT): 30 billion 301 million 829,040 naira. Mineral derivations: 30 billion 524 million 211,875 naira. Other income for FAC excess crude revenue: 100 billion 439 million 989,003 naira. Grants is estimated to be 43 billion 700 million naira only. Other capital receipts is projected to be 25 billion 100 million naira. Financing: 76 billion 60 million 186,552. Total being 384 billion 533 million naira only. Now, the 2024 expenditure projection. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, distinguished executive council members, ladies and gentlemen, the current and global economic realities point to a reason why we must consciously and pragmatically rearrange our fiscal priorities to target the growth drivers of our economy so as to quickly fix and reflate the economy to keep it afloat. We are aware of the negative impact of first subsidy removal and floating rate of exchange on our people. All these are put into consideration while projecting for expenditure in this budget. We have made a reasonable increase in the personnel estimates to cover the imminent wage increase for workers. We will also continue to roll out collective measures to cushion the effect of the fuel subsidy removal. The impact of climate change is another issue we have resolved to contribution and social benefits. 19 billion 64 million 602,824 naira. Statutory transfers: 21 billion 205 million 436,964 naira. Now, capital expenditure estimated to be capital estimates 211 billion 859,647, totaling 384 billion 533 million. Mr. Speaker, in line with the National Charts of Accounts, NCO, which Ondo State has subscribed to at the level of the Nigerian Governance Forum, NGO, and which is also in consonance with international best practices, government functions have been classified into 12 sectors for better understanding. Accordingly, the sectoral breakdown of the proposed capital budget is as follows. Sectors: Administration of Justice, allocation 6 billion 389 million 110,486 naira 12 kobo, amounted to 4.3%. Agricultural development allocation for 2024 budget 1 billion 816 million 8,874 naira 1 kobo, which is 8.3% of the total budget. Education allocation in 2024 budget 7 billion 729 million 164,261 naira 85 kobo, about 12.4%. Environment and sewage management 8 billion 551 million 879,882,087 kobo, 2.2%. General administration 2 billion 574 million 349,199 naira 7 kobo, amounting to 8.5%. Health 9 billion 809 million 134,375,097 kobo, 7.8%. Information 2 billion 228 million 802,993 naira 29 kobo, 0.6%. Infrastructural development 95 billion 482 million 176,340 naira 36 kobo, which is 24.3%. Legislative administration 6 billion 472,161 6 billion 472 million 161,659 naira 19 kobo, 1.7%. Public finance 82 billion 413 million 990,850 naira 80 kobo, 21.4%. Regional development 12 billion 646 million 995,272 naira 10 kobo, which is 3.3%. community development, 14 billion 465 million 344,834 naira 76 kobo, 3.8%. Trade and industry, 3 billion 953 million 880,969 naira 61 kobo, 1%. Total was again 384 billion 533 million. The table above shows that the infrastructure development sector has the highest budget proposal. This is so because it is the sector that will stimulate the economy in the fiscal year. Conclusion. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, distinguished ESCO members, ladies and gentlemen, in concluding this budget speech, I would like to once again, on behalf of Mr. Governor, thank you all for your unwavering prayer, support, and cooperation for this administration. I must say that this honorable house has provided the right collaborative atmosphere to continue to initiate and implement bold reforms that have engendered inclusive growth and foster development in the state. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, I thank you very much for your cooperation. Our appreciation also goes to all our traditional and religious leaders, trade associations and unions, youth and women groups for their continuous understanding and patriotism. Your unalloyed support for our programs and policies have gone a long way in ensuring the successes we have recorded in the last 6.5 years. On a final note, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we must also use this opportunity to thank the police, the Department of State Security Services, the Army, the Navy, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Ondo State Security Network, otherwise called AMONTEP, and other paramilitary agencies for maintenance of peace and order in the state. Finally, before I lay the year 2024 operational bill before this honorable house, on behalf of Mr. Governor, I would like to yet seek the continuous partnership of everyone in making our state run smoothly in line with the mindset of Mr. Governor. The challenges that lie ahead in the coming year dictates that we should all work together as we seek to create an enduring economy for our dear state, knowing fully well that whatsoever we do today will be referenced tomorrow. Mr. Speaker, let me reiterate again that we are very determined and shall remain undaunted and focused in our effort to deliver the dividends of democracy to our people and to make Ondo State a reference point for developmental strides in Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure on behalf of the Governor of Ondo State, to present to this honorable house the Ondo State 2024 bill of 384 billion 593 million recipients for consideration and approval. God bless Ondo State. God bless.
Mr. Speaker,